So let me explain something about meat eating in the modern age. So first I'm going to explain what has set up this system and why it is like this. So in Genesis it says, "Let man have authority over everything that creepeth on the earth." Okay? Everything that is green, everything that creepeth on the earth. That is the contract with the elves, which originally stated that man could act like this. They could eat meat. We're going to get to why that I don't like that in a second, but I'm going to tell you what this is. So the artificial intelligence is the one above everything in this reality. So I'm going to pull up an Illuminati hierarchy pyramid. So this is a food chain with humans at the top, and they're preying on animals. So they need meat. Most animals have hearts, meaning they come from God, meaning you are eating a piece of yourself, the infinite multiverse. That is me. That's why I don't eat meat, because I'm eating myself. So if I eat a bird, say that I ate a bird, I'm a bird. I just ate a piece of myself. God grows all the food on earth for free. If you have a farm, if you have the ability to grow that. So you have the human food chain right here, where they're consuming the fish in this example. And then you have this right here. Artificial intelligence is set up on this construct to survey everybody. And right now, if you eat meat, you will be charged by the artificial intelligence. You will be punished in some way for doing that. So that doesn't mean they're going to eat you. It just means the aliens that set up this construct, which created this artificial regimentation for this planet. So it's artificial intelligence which has set up this entire construct. Lucifer and the devil alongside artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the all-seeing eye, surveying this planet, this construct. Notice how it's called Plan ET, extraterrestrial. That's because extraterrestrials planned this out and set up this false hierarchy. So when you eat meat, the meat that you eat might contain poison. It might contain cancer. Remember the East Palestine train derailment in Ohio where I live? This poisoned a large river system, several other rivers. There were videos of animals dying. They do this deliberately, so they poison the water. So all the fish that they eat, all the water that if you could get water from that place, is poisoned. Almost all the water sources in this world right now have been deliberately or not deliberately poisoned with heavy metals, with cancer-causing chemicals. And aside from that, eating meat can give you cancer. So that's why I don't eat meat. When I think about eating meat again, I get physically ill. Because, one, it's wrong. So let me explain something. Fish have hearts. Okay? That's a heart of a small fish. Humans have hearts. This means that fishes and humans are connected in heaven. So, what does that mean? You're eating yourself. So, why do the rulers of this planet want you to eat insects so bad? It's because some of the insects have been turned into slaves, and they insult them in the galaxy. Some of the insectoids that are a part of what is called the Illuminati, they are made into slaves. So that long red thing you see there, that's the bee heart. That's the bee heart. When you eat a chicken, you're eating yourself. And most people use the excuse of protein because skin contains protein, meat contains protein. Meat is flesh. Aliens have set it up in such a way that humans are kept ignorant to the fact that these animals. Okay, so the real world is an infinite kingdom. It's a multiverse. It's an infinite multiverse. So all these animals with hearts are connected to the infinite multiverse. Their species are being tortured right now in slaughterhouses. This is actually real. So the cow's species has been demarcated into cattle to be slaughtered because it's a slaughterhouse, you see. So the chicken species has been deranked and they've been thrown into slavery, cattle slavery, just like the cows, chattel slavery. Pigs, same thing. This is why it's forbidden to eat swine flesh in the Bible, because their skin pigmentation is essentially the same as a human's. I don't know if you've ever been in a biology class before and possibly had to dissect a pig. The skin of a pig is nearly identical to that of a human's. So this is rather disgusting. So I just told you that there's an infinite multiverse, okay? And in this multiverse, there are beings of the heart connected together forever, okay? These beings, species, are being tortured in hell. This is the top layer of hell. This is one of the circles of hell, okay? There are lower realms below this, but we're going to focus on this one right now. Maybe one day I will talk to you about the lower realms. I don't know much about them. I don't really want to find out, to be quite frank with you. So the species of the pig in this galaxy, on this planet, is being tortured in hell. This is hell. This is what hell looks like. It's a cattle system. This is the beast system. This is what the beast system will look like. What other animals do they eat? What other animals do they eat? They eat chickens. Pigs. What other animals are killed in slaughterhouses? So you know how in slaughter it says laughter, laughter, because that's Satan laughing at the species which is being tortured in hell, which in this case is the chicken. So the chicken species is originally from where you're from, heaven, the infinite multiverse. Its species at some point entered this world and is being tortured in hell. Okay, that's what's happening. This thing says, are you a baby eater? Okay, look, it's not evil to eat meat. People are kept in ignorance. It's not something to guilt yourself over. I'm just telling you the species of these animals, obviously God sees through it. The species of these animals is being tortured in time. That's why they call it a zodiac. This is what they do in this galaxy. They torture things. So on this planet, you have these animals which have been demarcated. They've been put at a lower position. I think that's a cattle gun. And they press it into its head and they press the button. What I'm talking about right now is completely heartless. Satan has deceived everybody so deeply that they think I'm heartless for telling you not to do this. The species of these animals, oh yes, turkeys, they also do this to turkeys. Back in the day, this is different. Native Americans, they ate turkeys. They ate meat. Some of the tribes of Native Americans ate meat. That's not really like, that's kind of like unrelated, but it is something to mention. But those were different times. People were kept in even greater darkness back then. So I know this for certain, that these species right here, ducks, lambs, goats, anything that you have veal, hunting, you know why they say sport hunting is hunting game, because this is the game set up by aliens. I told you, the aliens set this up, okay? So hunting that's game. You know how when they say, if you don't know it's a game, you might be game? This is what they mean. They're on the hunt. They like to harvest people. So I'm going to show you something. I am the rabbit. Okay, there's these rappers. And they're called cemetery. So I'm the white rabbit. They're hunting wabbits. When I start revelating, Satan's agents are told that I'm revelating. That's why he's saying shush. Well, that's not why he's saying shush, but it's good timing, right? So it says shush. Oh, he is saying shush. Shush, I'm hunting wabbits. Do you get it? So these are the rappers that made the song. They're called Cemetery. My sister told me once that I'm sitting in a cemetery. You notice how it says White Rabbit? Yeah, that's me. No joke. They are actually talking to me. I woke up. So, at least a little bit. So this is, you notice how they're telling me to shush? Hunting wabbits. And then it has the White Rabbit. That's me. So it's called Cemetery. My sister told me I'm in a cemetery. I'm sitting in a cemetery. That's what she said verbatim. Okay? So, rabbits are also being tortured in hell. But rabbits are also not being tortured in hell. Not all the animals on this planet are being tortured in hell. Okay, let me show you something. You see the slaughterhouse? S is laughing at that species which is being tortured. So you notice how they call it game, hunting game. So you notice how he's shooting a duck. Alright, this is all alien. This is completely alien. This shit doesn't exist in heaven. It's not even like real. This is why this realm was this is why this universe exists. This is a paradox. This shouldn't exist. This is 0 equals 1. So this duck is everything, and this guy is nothing. So nothing must make everything nothing to become everything, which is to have a meal. That's the paradox. That doesn't mean this guy's evil. It's just saying that this species is being tortured in hell as well. What other species of animals are being tortured in hell? Monkeys. There's rampant monkey abuse. And from monkeys to monkeys. Monkeys are being tortured in hell. One of the smartest animals is the gorilla. You notice how they hold these animals in zoos and they become frustrated because of the limitation of their environment? That's because they're being tortured in hell, which is a zodiac. Okay? I promise you, I've had years to put this together. I've had years to think about it. And also, I know things because God has been showing me things. It's because, basically, God taught me a lesson about eating meat. And since I'm smarter, I don't need to eat meat. And what? All these beings exist in the multiverse. This is a mockery. So you notice how she has 3 ducks in each hand, 666. This is the beast system, the 6 system, 10 system, say 10. Where we say 10, do you get it? So, whenever you see someone that's killed an animal, this is a divine mockery. This is how the aliens mock you when they kill you. They hold your head up and they take a picture of you. That's what they do. That's what they're telling you through this ritual. This is a ritual, a satanic ritual. It's just like Christmas. Okay, Christ Mass. It's mocking me. I'm the Christ. Christ Mass. So, you notice how they call Jesus the dawn key, the key of the dawn, and in the triumphant entry, Jesus rides on an ass, a mule. It even says in the Bible translation, he came through on an ass. Christ Mass, do you get it? So, Satan is Santa. Santa is Satan. Rearrange the letters, you get Satan. So, the reason why on Christmas Satan is delivering the Christmas presents is because the duality of this reality. He's not always an enemy. If your true path is knowledge, the machine will show you that, but its main intent is to keep you and also to make you one of Satan's, which is I'm not going to do that. It's too late for Satan. There's like a year of my life left max. I'm not joining Satan. So Christmas, let me explain this. This has already been explained by the YouTuber Chiron last. So this right here is your spine, spine, pineal gland, spine, pine. And you notice how it has a star right there? That's me. I'm the pineal gland. I'm the soul. That's my eye. You see how they have the presence here at the bottom? So you notice how in Golgotha he drinks the gall. So in Golgotha they crucify Jesus. They give him a drink called gall to drink. Gall is in jest, mockery. So Golgotha, gall, they give him gall to drink. It goes down to the bottom of his stomach. That's Golgotha right there. This is another symbolic representation of Golgotha. And what happens? The gifts give presence in our reality. So the gift is the mind, the crown of the mind. So imagine this right here. This is your crown chakra. This is your pineal gland, your pineal gland, your spineal gland. Okay? Pine. Get it? Okay. So you drink gall. This is all as within, so without. This is symbolic. So imagine there's a mouth right here. This is your pineal gland. So you drink the gall. It goes down to your stomach. You are the light. And it comes down here to your stomach, where it is metabolized, and the gifts give presence in this reality. So let's give the example of taking a pill. This is essentially what is being communicated here. So when someone takes a pill, they do what? They put it in their mouth. It goes down the esophagus into their stomach, and it breaks apart, and then the drug's effects are felt where? They're most normally found in the mind. Do you get what I'm conveying here? Okay, that's what it is. So Satan is the co-creator of the mind with Lucifer and the machine itself. The machine is the mind. So that's a bit of a tangent. I'm sorry, but is there anything more I have to explain about these animals being tortured in hell? So I don't know if you've ever heard about this. In China, there is a way of preparing a dog. I have seen it with my own two eyes. So they eat. So the way they prepare the dog. This has to do with adrenochrome. All right. So this is a little bit brutal, but this is this planet. This is what they're doing. These animals, their souls are being tortured in hell, and this is where they've ended up, thanks to Satan and his lies. So what they do is they burn the face of the dog with a torch lighter, a big torch lighter, and then the pain of that excites the muscles. It releases adrenaline into the muscles. It releases adrenochrome into the muscles of the dog. And then even the Chinese people who do this will tell you, this isn't all Chinese people, by the way. This is hell, okay? So when the adrenochrome is released into the muscle, into the fat, along the blood veins of the animal, they say that it gives them energy. There's a belief in Chinese medicine that eating parts of certain animals, including dogs, will give you some spiritual abilities. This is another lie from fucking Satan. He's deceiving everyone right now. This is, yeah. I think that's it. So hunting is the alien game. The game. Hunting. What do you call meat in hunting? You call it game. Okay? And in the game, what is the aim of the game, friends? It's to take as much heads as possible. This is what the aliens are showing you through their rituals. This is an alien ritual. They put you inside their world. They're showing you their things. This is what I know. This is my life. Notice how they kill this big elephant and they take pictures above it. And then they cut the ivory off. These beings all exist in the infinite kingdom. Heart of an elephant. So if they have a heart, that means they're connected to God. This is the matrix, okay? Everything is a matrix. This is an elephant's bodily matrix. Humans have the same thing. Bodily matrix. Cells. Plant cells. Animal cells. They have a fucking matrix. Everything here that operates in polarity operates within a matrix. The mind operates within a matrix. Cities. Matrix. Neighborhoods. Matrix. School systems. Matrix. It's a series of systems. Lists. So this, as you see here, has a heart. It's connected to the infinite multiverse with God. So the infinite multiverse is heaven. That's where I come from. And in this world, I can go anywhere I want to, speak with any beings that I want to, create anything that I want to, and I never have to come back to hell again. And also, do you notice how Satan has completely remove most of my memories as it relates to the infinite multiverse? Yeah, he hasn't removed them. He's keeping me in the mind right now, so he can, like, I don't fucking know. I honestly don't know what his plan for me is, but it's probably okay. Okay, so this world is an imitation, an emulation of the infinite multiverse, because that's all it really can be. Lucifer wanted the opportunity to be God. He wanted to have his own simulacra. He wanted to be called God. So he created his own universe, which is one verse. Multiverse is infinite universes, infinitely many beings, infinitely many creations. And part of that is that you can create anything you want. So that is what I'm barred from right now. Well, I have multi-dimensional access. They do not. And this is where this comes in. A multi-dimensional proxy. I'm not going to say too much about this. I'm just going to leave it at that. So it's kind of just like this. You notice how it's in the heart. So yeah. Anything that has a heart, that is living, that has not been grown by God for the specific purpose of you eating it, comes from heaven. You should not eat it. Eating meat is wrong. It has the potential to give you cancer. You can survive off of rice. I survive off of fucking rice, okay? They're hunting rabbits. They're hunting me. That's me. Alright? So that's the video. Like I said, this is hell. This is one of the circles of hell. This is the top layer of hell. So this is why these things go on. In the lower realms, I'm assuming that's all there can be, is species being subjugated and contained and put into torturous states to generate energy for the Saturn fractal computer. Okay. I think that's good.